Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams and I'm a voice teacher and a vocal coach for Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm doing another reaction video and this time I'm reacting to Postmodern Jukebox European Tour version of All About That Bass. But before we get in, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all of my uploads. So let's have a listen.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size two, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys are chasing, all the right junk in all the right places. I see those magazines working on Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on and make it stop. If you got beauty, then raise them up, 'cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. My mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold the night. You know I won't be no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along.
Okay, I'm gonna stop just a minute. Whew, I am such a fan of Haley. She is the master of using how good a grit, and she's just divine. I know that's like that was Sarah Vaughan, but I think that's what Haley is. And it's just, I love how they take these songs and put them in another setting, and it sounds so interesting and different. Yeah, it's really fun to hear her sing. And the thing too is that her enunciation is almost really, I don't know the words, but it's very kind of, it's not super enunciated, but it makes it feel more jazzy and sexy. It's because he's not enunciating that well, and it makes it feel different. So let's hear the other singer.
Because you know I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell those skinny ladies that. Nah, I'm just playing. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Hey, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold at night. And I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm
Cool. Wow. How are they doing that?
You see, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. Because boys like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
Sisters.
I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
All right, that was so fun. I love them so much. And maybe many of you might know that I started in jazz. I made a nationally recognized vocal jazz group in college as a freshman. I sang with them for 4 years and we toured all over. And we had a spin-off group, and I also was our group of a quartet. They're called Sudden Touch. We performed in Epcot Center at the Collegiate Jazz Festival and done so much. So this is really in my heart, and I think it's so fun that they've taken these other songs, switched it up, and made it seem so fresh. And those girl singers were fabulous. Actually, everybody's fabulous. They really plan things out, and I love covers that make a different focus. I've always loved that. I mean, it's fun to sing the covers that they originally are, but when you turn things around, you set them in a different mode that you're not used to thinking of, it creates a new idea. That's what music does. And I love how they put it into this system. The two bass players was really confusing. I don't know how they did it. Like they split the bass in half and improvised it. That was really, really clever. And then the three girls, we have Haley Reinhart, Morgana James, and Ariana Savalas. They did that Andrews Sisters thing. I've done some Andrews Sisters too, but I think it was the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy and things like that. And of course, I always sing the high part because I have the high voice. And when I did sing in the vocal jazz groups, I was always doing like the really high notes or singing like the trumpet notes and singing that high stuff. I was always on the high part, always. And I was tall, so I was always in the back. So it was really fun. I really missed those times. And when my group broke up, called Sudden Touch, yeah, I almost felt like it was a divorce. It was so hard on me because I love that music and I still do. And I have to say, a lot of this jazz music is really hard to put together. I mean, they make it look good. They're so tight. And I know they rehearse. And what I love about these girls, they have all that sass. They're like, yes, I am all over it. Yes, with the great dresses. And yeah, really, really fun. And what a great combo, those women. Of course, Haley is amazing. Like I said, she's just, her vocal colors that she can sing in one phrase is so amazing. So much texture. She gets that grit. She has that really round kind of enunciation. It's kind of almost lazy, which really works for jazz, and can sing anything. And she's got that sass. She's really got that flavor, you know. And when I was doing vocal jazz, it really was coming out of this choral tradition. And so people were kind of originally on risers, and now when they do vocal jazz, they typically are in semicircles, so you can move around a lot because you know that music wants you to move because it's groovy and do this stuff. And it was really fun. Yeah, I want to sing it. I miss those days. Jazz to me is really playful and it's really fun, and there's so much you can do with it. Now I know that the Postmodern Jukebox people, they do all kinds, sometimes the early jazz. This is more like the 1940s with the Andrews Sisters. They will also do more of gospel and just kind of mix things up. So when you actually change things up, you get a different focus. You get something new. It pulls something out that's different. Now, you know, the verses are really repetitive, but it was also so charming, and all the singers were great. You know, the slender blonde, that would have been me. She has a great belt. And then the lower voice singer had that round, warm sound. And then we had, of course, Haley in the middle. Because that's how the Andrews Sisters were. The melody was the middle, And then they were singing in thirds. So a third down in the lower part, a third high in the first soprano part. And so that's how it was. Middle voice was, in this, what we call a triad, or we are talking about a chord. So you have to really listen. That's the other thing when you're singing in groups like that. Everybody has to listen to each other, especially even this whole band situation. It's all about being skillful and listening. And that's kind of a lost art in the world of lip singing singers going on tour and lip syncing and dancing, which I will never go and listen to someone lip sync. I'm sorry. I mean, you want to go ahead. I've had conversations with my nephew about, well, you could just be in their aura. It's good. But I want real musicians doing real things in real time that have skills, because that's the way it should be. You don't have to lip sync, but I understand why people like Michael Jackson did, because he had some health problems, but he was like really put a lot into his dancing. But yeah, I want to hear real people doing real music in real time, because they can when you have a lot of skill. So if you love Postmodern Jukebox as much as I do, especially Haley Reinhart, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you can be notified of all my uploads, supposedly. And also I want to let you know of my 2 free passion projects on Facebook: YouTube Success Strategies, which is where I'm coaching people on how to be successful on YouTube, and also Creative Soul Alignment for people that are interested in spirituality and creativity, because you know what? We are all spiritual and we are all creative, and that's the way it is. I said so. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.